All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we're going to be talking about the aerospace industry players in China. As our criteria, we're going to identify and analyze the aerospace industry development for each subsector and the region. This is Group 8. Next slide. So this is our team, and I'm going to pass the introduction to Munir.
Okay, alright, thank you, Aldip. So, right now we'll present to you guys the introduction of the aerospace industry in China. So basically, there are five key industry clusters strategically located in China, which is Shanghai, Shenyang, Jian, Chengdu, and Zhuhai. These clusters serve the aviation sector by encompassing a range of activities from research and development, meaning that each of these places have their own focus in aerospace industry. So basically, like Shanghai, is a place for global economic hub. So they play a pivotal role in fostering innovation and business collaboration within the aviation domain. And Shenyang is a strong industrial base, so which is they contribute to the production and advancement of the aircraft. Jian, they are key player in the aviation landscape, focusing on research and production, which is R&D. And then Chengdu, they are technological powers, so it's a center of aerospace manufacturing and engineering excellence. And the last one is Zhuhai, which is they plays a crucial role in aircraft manufacturing and also related services. So they are from our research, they are one aviation industry corporation of China, which is the AVIC Group was founded in 1999. They are the foremost player in the Chinese aviation industry, which is they are holding a prominent position in the manufacturing of diverse components and subsystem in aviation. So AVIC Group also oversees subsidiaries that specialize in the production of critical aviation components, contributing significantly to the development and investment of the sector. Alright, so next slide.
Thank you, Munir. So for the first sector, the MRO, known as the maintenance, repair, and overhaul, in China, they basically ensure the airworthiness and safety of the aircraft. So we know, we see here that the key players are Amico Beijing and Taiko Shandong. They These firms they offer services like to both domestic and international airlines in order to make sure that they minimize the aircraft downtime and adhere to like strict quality and safety standards of the MRO sector. So first, next slide, please. For the aero manufacturing sector in China, it involves both the production of aircraft engines and components for military and commercial use. Again, these are the key players: COMAC, the Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, and AVIC. So these companies they meet the regulatory standards and continually innovate or enhance the product performance and its efficiency. They also tend to collaborate with suppliers and partners to optimize the supply chain and manufacturing process. So around China, they would be the biggest distributors in the air manufacturing sector. Next. For the system integration sector, it involves coordinating and integrating subsystems to create a functional aerospace system around the industry. So, key players we have China Electronics Technology Group, China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation, and China Satellite Communications. The company's objective is to integrate technologies such as radar systems, avionics, and satellite communications, ensuring that the operation and safety of these airspace systems are validated and they're also available for testing at any time. Um, this basically like shows us that for in order to have good technical support in the aerospace industry, they need to focus on these parts of the system integration sector. Next. All right, I that's Magdad's part. You can carry on.
All right, thank you, Alip. So, for the engineering design, China aerospace industry has seen remarkable progress, especially in the areas of homegrown aircraft design and educational programs. Drawing on reputable sources and industry publication, will explore this investment in more detail, which is there is example the aircraft design that China produced by now, which is C919 commercial aircraft. This C919 is developed by Comac. It's a China first domestically designed and manufactured large passenger jet. And the second one is ARJ 21, is a regional jet. So this aircraft by designed also by Comac as a regional jet, which is serviced with several Chinese airlines. So China's strategic collaboration with international aerospace firms like GE Aviation, Safran, and Honeywell as well. So key for the key components of the C919 aircraft. So its approach to acquiring advancing the technology by itself. So this focus on effort in aircraft design set to significantly influence the global aviation market and competitive landscape in the year ahead. So next, so for education and research, China aerospace industry is closely linked with its education sector, placing a strong emphasis on developing skilled professionals and advancing aerospace research and development. So, example of education and research in China, which is Beijing University of Aeronautics and Aeronautics BUAA, and Northwestern Polytechnical University (NPU) are renowned for their contribution to aerospace education itself. And in fact, in 2020, China allocated approximately 9.3 billion to aerospace and aviation research and development, reflecting a commitment to innovation and technology advancement. So this effort highlight that China emerges as a major player in the global aerospace industry and demonstrate the country's long-term commitment to advancing the aerospace technology and capabilities. So that's all for me. I'll pass to next presenter.
All right, thank you, Mikdad. So, my name is Haris, and right now I want to talk about the impressive growth of China's aerospace industry, which is a sector that has been significant expansion and development in recent years. So, the China's aerospace industry has experienced a rapid growth and driven by a combination of increasing domestic demand, substantial government support, and strategic investments in technology and infrastructure. And with a growing middle class and rising air travel demand, the industry has been expanding to meet both commercial and defense needs. So, as we can see here, the number of airports in mainland China has been growing and reached about 284 in 2021, but relatively small compared to larger countries like the United States and Brazil. And China boasts some of the world's busiest airports, such as the Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport and Shanghai Pudong Airport. So it might be like similar to the UAE airport, right? The Dubai International Airport. And it is home to three major airline groups, which is China Southern Airlines, China National Airlines Holdings Limited, and China Eastern Airlines. And Southern and China Eastern rank fourth and 10 respectively among the world's largest commercial airlines with sales of 13.5 billion and 8.5 billion dollar. Sorry. Next slide, please. So I would like to divide the market growth of the aerospace development in China into the SWOT analysis to make it more clear. So let's go for the strengths first. Okay, China between 2015 and 2025, the Chinese government has outlined an ambitious medium and long-term development plan for national civil space infrastructure. So this is what is like a similar to our Malaysia National Blueprint 2030. Okay, is same plan like the both are. Okay, so and also they have developed a China space program, a 2021 perspective. So for the cost competitiveness, Chinese aerospace manufacturers offered competitive pricing compared to established players in Europe and the US, which to attracting the both domestic and international customers. Also, right now, the world has going for the microchip tech war. So this is actually a benefit to the Chinas to expand their market growth. However, if we are looking for to the weakness regarding their market growth, China's country is actually using for their technology dependence, which is they still relies on foreign technology and expertise for certain critical components and technologies. So this is what we call as one of the microchip tech war that have been right. So the next one is the regulatory challenges, where international regulatory approvals and standards compliance may pose challenges for Chinese aerospace companies seeking to enter global markets. So next slide. So we may look for the opportunities for the China into their market growth. Okay, so the first one is global market expansion. So the global aerospace market is quite growing, where this presenting opportunities for Chinese companies to increase their market share internationally. And right now we are going for the industrial revolution 5.0, if I'm not mistaken. So there will be a technology innovation where this is the investments and in advanced technologies like electric propulsion, autonomous systems, and the next generation materials could position the Chinese aerospace companies as leaders in innovation. However, if we are looking for the threats, so there are something that um, could make China's to not moving forward through their market growth. Okay, so like we see, for the first one is like the geopolitical tensions. That ongoing geopolitical tensions could impact supply chains and international partnerships in the aerospace industry, such as the unresolved U.S. and China conflicts right now. The one is like the microchip tech war, like I said before, and the Ukraine-Russia war. Okay, so how the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war impacts the China aerospace industry, where the aerospace industry relies heavily on global supply chain for components and materials. So the war has caused significant disruptions in the supply of critical materials, which is essential for manufacturing aircraft parts. So as we know, the both Russia and Ukraine are a major suppliers of these materials. Okay, so for the last threat is the competition from established player. So as we know, established aerospace giants in the US and Europe will continue to dominate the key segments of the market. So this will difficult for the Chinese companies to gain significant market share in the world. Okay, so I will pass to next person. Continue.
Okay, thank you, Haris. I will explain in detail on the next part, which is analysis of aerospace development in China. Here is the timeline for the technological advancement in military aircraft in China from 1990 until now. For the first one is in 1990s, China domestically produced advanced fighter jets, the Russian-made Sukhoi Su-27 and Su-30, which lead to the development of fighter aircraft in China. China also focused on the upgrading its existing fleet of the aircraft fighter that focus on the upgrades of avionics, radar system, and the weapon systems. And the next one is in 2000s, which is China initiate the several fighter aircraft programs. The Chengdu J-10 and Shenyang J-11 program involve the production of licensed variants of the Russian Su-27, which subsequent modification to suit China's requirements. And next, in 2010, China revealed the Chengdu J-20, which is the first stealth fighter exhibiting the advancement in stealth technology, sensor integration, and aerial combat capabilities. And the last one is in 2020 and future, China is expected to develop next generation fighter aircraft projects. For the example, China exported the J-31 for the potential future deployment. So the next one, please. Okay, moving on to the SWOT analysis for the technological advancement in the military. The first one is strength. China has become the one of the world largest air force, where the People's Liberation Army Air Force and Navy combined have over 3,150 total aircraft. China also has made significant progress in developing stealth aircraft such as the Chengdu J-20, which exhibits its ability to design and manufacture advanced stealth platforms. However, for the weakness, the defense industry monopoly structure involves little competition to win major weapon system and defense equipment. The the self structural compartmentalization is a major obstacle to the development of innovative and advanced weapon capabilities due to the requirement of decision making, for example, negotiation, bargaining, and exchange. So the next slide, please. All right. For the next one is opportunities. The The RJ-21 is a regional scale stepping stone to larger aircraft, is not confined to the civilian sector. For the regional jet and a potential wide-body airliner could one day offer great potential for the PLAAF that I said just now. And the last one is threats, which is engine technology remains a serve issue which PLA forced to rely on imports the Russian engines for its aircraft. For instance, the J-10 is the third primary third and fourth generation aircraft in PLA AF inventory, numbering over 602 airframes and powered by Russian engine. Also, the military aviation system are increasingly rely on the digital and network infrastructure, making them vulnerable and to the cyber attacks, espionage, sabotage, and the information warfare. So that's all for me. I will pass the microphone to the next person. Thank you.
Alright, so this is a summary of our um, aerospace industry in China. So China's aerospace industry is experiencing the significant growth and development, positioning itself as a key player in the global aerospace market. Then in China, the aerospace industry encompasses various subsectors, including maintenance, MRO, aero manufacturing, system integration, engineering design, education, and also the training. Key players in these sectors include both state-owned enterprises and private companies. Then the third one is the aerospace development in China is characterized by rapid advancements across multiple fronts. Notably, the country has made significant strides in space exploration. So this progress is supported by robust government initiatives, strategic partnerships, and also the growing talent pool of skilled professionals. Then the last one, China's aerospace industry demonstrates a strong trajectory of growth, innovation, and also global competitiveness, poised to shape the future of aerospace technology and contribute to the broader goals of the economic and technological investment in the region. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 8, about China. Yeah, we know that China is a emerging country for aerospace, and we can see that it is a self-dependent country because they have to develop all the technology by themselves. Of course, there are cooperation between China and other major players in aerospace, right? So if you see that China, if looking at the growth, the growth of aerospace industry is quite amazing in term of their growth from early 1900 until now. So the technology being developed in such way for aeronautics as well as astronautics. And they build the capabilities. For example, like I have visited China Space Agency, I think years ago, and I've been informed during those days the propulsion engineer working for the rocket propulsion system for China Space Agency, they have 1,000 propulsion engineer just for propulsion activities only, already 1,000 engineers. And then there are another group of engineers looking at the space modules and the control system. So you can, because they have the capability they built, they focus on the human capital to grow their own technology rather than just buying technologies from other countries. So that's how a country like China, like India, and many other we call it as a they have their independent in terms of their system technology. They have to develop the system integration is the main part of the industry growth for aerospace. Okay, so there's a lot of opportunity. Of course, being China, they have their own market. They have the volumes. That's why everything can be made much more cheaper over there. But of course, that does not deter Malaysia, for example, to work closely with a country like China. All right, thank you very much, Group 8, presenting on China.